Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Cut Line, presented by the Hoosier Network. I'm Graham Nash. Alongside me is, of course, Andrew Hillsman, and we're starting out with a bang.
Sure are.
It has been a phenomenal last couple months of golf. If you haven't been following along with us, it's been unbelievable. Justin Thomas is back in the winner's circle, won his 16th PGA Tour event at the RBC Heritage Classic, which is played at Harbortown. Pretty fun course. It's the first event he's won since the 2022 PGA Championship, which was all the way back in May. And it was a doozy, Andrew.
Yeah, it was a great event. You come off the just cinematic masterpiece that the Masters was, and then we come out and we get this tournament, which was, I mean, obviously not a major, but it was a darn good tournament. And I am so happy that Justin Thomas is actually back in form. It's great to see him there. But yeah, great fireworks, signature event. It delivered like almost every signature event has this year.
Pretty much.
Everything has been good.
We've gotten so fortunate.
We have.
We golf fans.
We picked a good time to start a podcast, I think.
Yeah, so
Pretty
true.
good year. Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
Justin Thomas was tied with Andrew Novak at 17 under through 72 holes. They went to a playoff. That is
Another one?
Another one. Yeah. Well, we've got the Masters.
Yep.
We had the Players.
Yep.
What else? I feel like there are more.
Oberg didn't win in a playoff. He almost went to one, but he didn't win.
Yeah, there's probably a couple that were missing.
I'm sure there is.
Anyway, it's not the point. They went to the first playoff hole, which they played 18, a very fun and well-known hole at Harbortown.
Yep.
And Justin Thomas made a 21-footer to win for the first time since 2022. Andrew Novak had his chance. He had an 8-foot birdie putt on 18 to win in regulation, and he just pulled the crap out of it.
It wasn't close.
Straight yank.
Yeah.
Which is a great segue into something we'll talk about in a little bit, which is winning is hard.
Very.
That's going to be the overarching theme to this episode. Winning is hard. But a fun note, as JT and Andrew Novak went into that playoff hole, Justin Thomas's new caddy, Joe Greiner, who was Max Homa's old caddy, said to Justin Thomas that he had never played with Novak before. Justin Thomas said, I have. I played with him once in a pre-tournament round, and Novak shot 59.
What?
JT handled the nerves, though.
I mean, I guess, but what do we know when that was?
I don't. He didn't say in his press conference. You might be able to find it.
I'll see, because, I mean, that has to be doing the rounds.
Yeah, no,
59.
probably. It was Justin Thomas's first win in 2 years, 10 months, and 29 days. That translates to 1,064 days total. This guy did not quit.
No.
I mean, never gave up.
And he had a lot of ups and downs, too. You know, he was there. He was in all of the majors. We saw him in contention in a couple of majors as well since 2022 when he actually won. But, again, winning is hard. He wasn't able to get it done. I found it was at TPC River Highlands. So it's a TPC course.
Yeah.
So it's a hard course and goes out and rifles 59. Anyway, Justin Thomas, winning is hard, man.
Winning is hard.
Especially on the PGA Tour, when we see, you think about the guys who have gone on to live, but it almost feels like the level of competition, the amount of guys that can win week in, week out, is higher than it's ever been on tour.
It's growing exponentially.
Yeah.
I fully agree. I'm glad that you said winning is hard so many times, because we've got a bite from Justin Thomas about how hard winning is. This came right after he won. It was an on-the-green post-tournament interview on CBS. Let's take a listen to what JT had to say.
Winning's hard. It's really, really hard. But I've worked my butt off and stayed patient, stayed positive. Got a great wife, great team, and now a great daughter who's got her eyeballs showing right now. But just take for granted sometimes when you get on those runs. And I didn't realize how much I missed winning. And that's just battling out there today was so much fun.
Winning feels great.
I didn't realize how much I missed winning. That's a quote right there.
What a quote.
Wow.
Also, JT's first win as a dad.
Yeah.
Let's put a little cherry on top.
Oh, that's got to be big.
He was plus 2,000 pre-event, plus 2,000 odds. But man, with this win, he just joins an elite group of players to win 16-plus events, including multiple majors before the age of 32. He's the sixth on the list. The list consists of Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, Johnny Miller, Tom Watson, Tiger Woods, and Rory McIlroy. And then now, Justin Thomas. That's quite the grouping
It's
of players.
good company, and this is the second week in a row that we've talked about pretty darn good company.
That's right.
But you look at that, and this is now confirming to me that I think Justin Thomas is a guy that we can kind of pencil in as a contender, like a true contender for the remaining 3 majors of this year.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people really had him in contention at Augusta. He played fine.
Right.
But I think there was just too much. Obviously, I mean, Rory was going to be the story every single year until he got it done, which thank goodness he finally did. But I feel like Justin Thomas is now one of those guys that we can sort of pencil in and say, okay, here's a guy you need to watch out for at majors this year.
Especially that PGA Championship.
Yes.
He loves that tournament.
Yep.
Well, that's
at where? That's at what? Quail Hollow this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where Rory won his
Yes.
PGA. When you were talking about how Rory could get the Grand Slam,
Yep.
I know you love that arc.
It was funny. I enjoyed going through that one.
That was good. Well, we've got 2 more PGA events to get through.
It was a busy week.
It was. The second, I believe it's the Corrales
Looks like it.
Championship, won by Garrick Higo, second PGA Tour win. I think he won a similar tournament the first time around. I didn't find out which one it is, but one of those where there's a bigger event, and then there's a smaller PGA event. He shot 14 under, beating a slew of players at 13 under by 1. Most notably, he beat Joel Damon, who bogeyed all of his last 3.
Yeah, this was shocking.
A shocker. He missed a 2-footer on 17 to bogey. Absolutely. I saw that video and I couldn't believe it. That putt was so close. But Damon had a pretty good attitude about it, I felt like. He said the same thing Justin Thomas said. He's said winning is hard. He said he was in a little bit of shock because all of a sudden he woke up and he lost a golf tournament.
Yeah.
But he shot a 76 on Sunday after shooting a course record 62 on Thursday.
Yeah, I mean, that's golf, right? I feel like I've said that a couple of times in different episodes.
You
That is
have.
golf.
It is golf.
I just pulled up the stats. On the PGA Tour, a 2-foot putt has a 99% make percentage.
Oh, dude, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Wow. And
Yeah.
after shooting a 62 course record on Thursday, you know that guy is just like, really?
Yeah.
We feel for him. We love Joel Damon on this podcast.
Now Garrick Higo is a young guy too. He is 25 years old, from South Africa. He won the Palmetto Championship in 2021.
Okay.
It was a one-time event in 2021 because it was a replacement to the RBC Canadian Open that was canceled that year due to logistical challenges because of COVID.
Interesting.
So, Garrick Higo got his win. Now he's back in the winners column.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Making his way up the world.
That's right. Well, the third event we'll talk about, it's technically not a PGA event, it's a Corn Ferry event.
But
We're
we
bringing
love the
it
guy
up
who won it.
because we love the guy who won it. I think LECOM Suncoast Classic.
We'll go with it. Yep.
We'll go with it. Neil Shipley
Woo!
won for the first time in his professional career. Birdied the 5th playoff hole. Made a 38-footer. Did you see it?
I saw the reaction to it, yes.
So
but
good.
I need to watch it again. Just 5 playoff holes is kind of crazy to think about.
Oh, my
because,
gosh.
You know, oftentimes we see playoffs get settled in 1 or 2. We've seen the 2 recent playoffs in the PGA Tour on high level, like PGA Tour, get settled in 1 at the Masters, and then this last week with JT. 5 playoff holes?
It's insane.
Like, what?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel
Because every shot is just so pressured.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I feel like there are some cases where after it gets to 3, they do something different. But I guess I remembered wrong.
Just the closest to the pin at that point.
Yeah, do a scorecard playoff or something.
It's like what they did for TGL overtime.
Yeah, closest to the pin. That'd be hilarious. The best part of this tournament, probably better than the reaction to him making the putt, was Neil Shipley on the PGA Tour's Instagram afterwards. What the PGA does, in case you guys haven't seen it, is they'll give a phone to the winner and just say, film yourself and say something to the fans. So it'll be like, hey guys, Neil Shipley here, just won the da-da-da-da. Thank you all so much for supporting.
Thank the sponsors and everybody.
Exactly.
Oh boy.
They posted the bloopers of Neil Shipley. Take a listen. It is hilarious.
Guys, this is Neil Shipley. I just won my first career down here in I just won my first career professional I just got my first career win as a professional here at the LECOM Suncoast Cap. Hey guys, this is Neil Shipley. I just got my first professional win here at the LECOM Suncoast Classic. Super pumped about the win, and just all the work we've been putting in this year. Really excited for the rest of the year here on the Corn Ferry Tour and to hopefully win a couple more. You guys take care and hope to see you next week in Dallas.
It's so good.
It's hilarious.
Oh, you were dying.
Yeah, no, that was funny. Just the like the film cut. Beep. Oh, so funny. Well, he probably didn't major in English at Ohio State. Looks like I pulled up his player profile. He got his master's degree in data analytics, I guess.
No, yeah, he's a math guy.
So that's not English.
Do you remember how he'd said like he would do math problems on the golf course to like keep himself in the moment?
Hilarious.
That's insane.
Yeah.
But we love Neil Shipley.
It is kind of demonic behavior. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's no.
It's hilarious.
Love Neil Shipley.
What
did they call him? What did his teammates call him or his friends call him on Full Swing? It was like
I don't remember.
It was a fridge joke.
Oh my gosh.
He eats food.
I don't even remember.
I have to watch it again, but it was really funny.
It was so funny. Well, we don't have a live event to compare winnings for this week. We will next week. Yes. But we do have 2 PGA events to compare winnings from. So, if you get first at, what's the name? The RBC Heritage.
Signature event.
You'll get $3.6 million. That is what one Justin Thomas walked away with. For Garrick Higo, who won the Corrales Championship, he got $720,000.
Still pretty darn good payday for a small name guy, I think.
It is.
I'd say that's pretty solid.
It is, but the difference there is jarring.
I saw a take online this week that, because there was, I don't know if you saw it, there was some discourse online about, the difference between Rory's reaction to winning however much money at the Masters and then winning, $20 million at the Tour Championship after winning, the FedEx Cup, and some idiots online were like, "Oh, look how much more it means to him, the money. That's why we shouldn't have money." It's the Masters, guys.
What?
It's supposed to. That's not why you play the Masters. You don't play the Masters for money, right? So I guess people were claiming that the big purses and the signature events don't actually mean anything, and that the PGA doesn't need them because it makes them too much like live golf. I'm like, what? I don't know. I didn't get the take. I might not have. That's what I gained from it. You're over here just kind of befuddled.
Dude, I'm at a loss for words.
It is kind of a dumb take.
It's a dumb take.
But, it's two different things. But, people were saying that, the reaction that Rory had after winning the Tour Championship was, pretty mellow. But I don't know. I think it was just people who don't follow golf.
It's gotta be.
But it was hilarious.
If you think he's going to have a bigger reaction for winning the Tour Championship than completing the career Grand Slam, you need a life check.
Yeah.
You are delusional.
Yeah.
Wow, that is jarring.
The other thing is, I have to go back and look at it. I think that's what it was. The other thing is, this is a discussion for later in the year, the Tour Championship should be a bracket.
Yes.
Make it a bracket.
They've talked about potentially doing that. It would be fun.
It would be so much more fun because, the way they have it right now is certain guys have an advantage coming into the weekend. I believe that's still how that works.
Yes,
Based on their standings in the, I guess,
the year-long FedEx Cup.
Right. What if we just seed them like they do in March Madness based on their standings?
Yeah.
1 through whatever.
Right.
Have them play 9-hole matches. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, that's where it gets complicated because
it is a lot of money on the line.
It's a lot of money, and that's just a lot of golf to play.
Yeah.
If they're playing 18 holes per match.
But I don't think they would, though. I think they do 9.
Right, but then that gets tricky because anything can happen in 9 holes.
Yeah.
And then seeding doesn't, I feel matter as much.
I suppose.
But I like the idea. I think it should be a bracket as well. They've been trying to fix this because the Tour Championship is terrible.
It's not a good product.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what they can come up with.
Yeah.
The rest of the comparisons for winnings, tied for third at the RBC Heritage got $960,000, whereas tied for third at the Corrales got $243,000. And then dead last, which was 72nd at the RBC, got $36,000. Dead last, which was 70th, and the Corrales got $8,200.
I think that's the smallest number we've mentioned in this segment all year.
I think so too.
But it is a secondary alternate event, so
right.
Take it with a grain of salt.
Right, exactly.
But yeah,
It's crazy.
Hey, that probably doesn't even cover their expenses for the week.
No.
Like, to be honest.
Definitely not.
Because, you got to get your flights, you got to get your booking for, like, I don't know, for a guy who's going to finish last place, you probably pay for your caddies.
You do.
You do, right?
Yeah.
You probably don't have, like, a team with you.
Right.
But, you still have to get all your own stuff, so it's probably pretty close.
Yeah. Because you're paying your flights,
right?
Housing,
lodging, food,
caddy.
Right.
It's a lot. It adds up.
Equipment. If you need more stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
I'm sure there's some breakdown online of
gotta be
how much. I'll look into that later. That'd be interesting to see.
I agree. As we said, there's no live event.
Yep.
Next one will be April 25th to 27th in Mexico City.
That's this weekend.
That is this weekend. But you found something interesting.
I did.
About the Ryder Cup.
Well, so the Ryder Cup, which is, just, I think, for my money, it's the second best event in golf.
Oh, behind the Masters?
Behind the Masters.
It has to be behind the
Some
Masters.
have wagered that it is better than the Masters. I have heard that take, and I have not instantly shut it down. I don't agree with it, but it's a really fun event.
It is. And it's like, if you have that take, I'm not going to get pissed.
No.
Cause
I'll say you're wrong because you are.
Yeah.
But, I'm not going to scold you.
Right. It's not like saying the Open is better than the Masters.
The Open's pretty good, but it's not close.
Exactly.
All right. Anyway, here's how the rankings look for the USA and the European teams, how they look at this point in the year. The U.S., their captain is our favorite Boston Common no-win golfer, Keegan Bradley. Vice captain's Jim Furyk with one of the greatest bald tan lines you'll ever see the greatest swing you'll ever see, Kevin Kisner, the jester of TGL, Webb Simpson, and Brandt Snedeker. Obviously, Scotty Scheffler is at the top.
Of course.
He's a shoe-in to the team.
It's like a point system.
It is the point system, and each team does their point systems differently because it's their own organizations. So Scotty Scheffler has 14,578 points. All the points are kind of just relative to each other. They don't have a meaning from team to team.
Right.
Second is Xander Schauffele with 11,133 points. He's also probably a shoe-in.
Yep.
Colin Morikawa, 8,585 points. I would put him in shoe-in territory. Well, maybe not yet. I think Scheffler and Schauffele are the only two guys. Then you look at Bryson, who's at 8,190 points. I think he should be on the team. Yeah,
it's tough. Do live events count for this point system?
I don't know.
I feel like they do.
But as well as Bryson plays at majors, I don't think it would matter.
Well, right. That's what I'm thinking. It comes down to how well he does at the majors.
He plays better at majors than he does at live events.
This is true.
Yeah. Anyway, fifth is Russell Henley with 7,800. Thomas Crow's
Shout out
favorite.
Thomas Crow.
Shout out Thomas Crow. That's right. 7,824 points. And then new to the top six with his win this last weekend, Justin Thomas.
You love to see it.
He bumped up. He went up 3 spots. I forget who he bumped down. Let me see. Ryder Cup.
That's a good question.
Standings. He bumped down. Let's see. Team rankings on the U.S. team. He knocked out Mav McNeely, Brian Harmon, and J.J. Spawn.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. We'd get cooked. The U.S. would get cooked.
I was thinking it, but you said it. Oh, we'd get smoked.
Dude.
Oh, gosh.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Dude, the European team is so good.
They're nasty.
You ready to, let's see who they've got. Europe is captained by Luke Donald. One of my dad's favorite golfers, because Northwestern.
Oh, Northwestern.
My dad went to Northwestern. Vice captains Eduardo Molinari, brother of Francesco Molinari.
Right.
And Thomas Bjorn. Obviously, the big shoe-in for the European team.
Huge.
Really no surprise. Rory McIlroy with 2,863 points.
Yep.
I guess the Europe team does their points to a lesser value.
Much differently.
Much different. I was like, whoa.
2,000 against 14,000.
Yes, it must be very different. Second is Tyrrell Hatton with 990 points. Justin Rose bumped himself up with his good performance at the Masters. He's in third.
Nice.
870. Rasmus Højgaard. I think it's probably not how it's said.
I think so.
Boom. Anyway, 869 points. So he and Justin Rose are right there. Shane Lowry's in fifth. And Ludwig Oberg is in sixth.
Crazy.
Tommy Fleetwood is in seventh, 120 points behind Ludwig.
Yep.
If he gets a win, which is nearing towards impossible at this point.
Poor guy.
He'll probably get up. Who do you think is gonna win next? Oberg or Fleetwood?
Oberg. Oh, yeah.
That's so mean.
Dude,
but
well,
it's true.
Oberg, he's got the firepower.
I know.
Fleetwood has the consistency.
Yeah.
He makes way more cuts than Ludwig Oberg.
Yes.
But Oberg he's got the snap, crackle, and pop.
Factor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I think if I had to guess, I bet Højgaard falls out.
Yeah.
And Fleetwood bumps in.
Okay. I can
But
see that.
I don't know.
Well,
Because
so
the thing is,
so Thomas Detry's right there as well.
yeah. See, those are two guys that play a lot on the European tour and play well. They compete. And then you got guys like Tommy Fleetwood, who's on the PGA Tour that isn't winning, but is probably better golfers, frankly, than those guys.
Well, there's still a lot of time left in the season, and the lineups aren't finalized until the end of August.
Right. There's a lot of time.
You look at some of these guys on the EU side. Victor Hovland's there in 12th with 485 points.
Oh, wow.
Probably won't be seeing, because he's had a horrible start to this year.
He could get a captain's pick, though. We saw that from Justin Thomas a while ago.
Is it the top 6 and then 2 captain's picks? Is that how it works? Or is it just that top 6?
It's top 6, and then I think it's 4 captain's
4 captain's picks? Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, he might get that then. You know who I'd love to see play for Europe?
Who?
Sepp Straka.
Oh, my gosh. The cut line's favorite.
Yes.
I love it.
It happened again this week, by the way.
Did it actually?
Yeah, we both said missed, and he made it.
Oh my gosh,
it doesn't
dude.
get any better.
That's insane.
Oh man.
So I'm looking it up.
Yeah.
It's 6 automatic bids.
Yep.
And then 6 captain picks.
Okay.
So that makes more sense because 12 is a better number for the Ryder Cup.
Yep.
But
There's
I feel like
fun names
Victor
down
will get
here.
in there.
Yeah. John Rahm is 26th in the European rankings. He's got to be a captain's pick, right? But he's not playing well.
He's not playing. That's such
He's
a
playing
tough
badly.
one. I'm glad that the live guys can get picked.
Yes.
Because that makes way for Bryson and theoretically John Rahm.
Yes.
Don't know if we'll see him.
Yeah.
But it's cool that now the Ryder Cup is like the Masters and like the majors where we can finally see these guys all compete against each other.
Yeah. We only get it 4 or 5 times a year, which is a shame.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone just wants the game of golf to return to what
right.
it was. Well, I love this segue.
Yeah.
We're talking about team golf in the Ryder Cup.
Oh, yes.
The next PGA event is the only team PGA event of the season, the Zurich Classic, which was also, it had its own episode on, what's it called? Full Swing.
Yeah.
The Netflix documentary. That was a really fun episode. Defending champions Rory McIlroy and Shane Lowry are back. They love the event. That's really cool. We're seeing Rory pretty quickly after that Masters win.
I was surprised because another winner who actually just started his, taking 2 weeks off was Minwoo Lee.
Yeah.
So he's not playing for the next couple of weeks.
Right.
I think Rory just wants to play golf and stay hot.
I know.
I think he just wants
so
to stay hot. He's too good right now.
Yeah. It's a really fun format. Teams of 2, a bunch of them.
Yes.
Rounds of 1 and 3 are best ball, and then rounds 2 and 4 are alternate shot. The 2 best ways to play in a team format.
Are those your favorite team golf formats?
Yes, because
team golf is fun.
It is fun.
It's fun.
It's fun. The other, so you got best ball. The other one is scramble.
Yeah, which is, I don't think that's a really professional format.
Exactly. It's fun for like YouTube videos and for when you're out with your buddies, but it takes a long time.
It does.
And it's almost like it's not too easy, but it takes away some of the nerves.
Yeah.
Because if you're hitting first, you're like, oh, I got Rory McIlroy hitting after me. Like if I shake it, I'm good, right?
Yeah.
But if you're like, oh, I'm hitting this shot for Rory to putt, like I gotta stick it.
That's why I really enjoy alternate shot.
Yeah.
Alternate shot is a lot of fun.
Alternate shot is fun. Besides Rory and Shane, there are some other fun duos. We're gonna see Matt and Alex Fitzpatrick.
There's a lot of brothers duos.
Yeah, a lot of brothers.
Yep.
Nick Taylor and Adam Hadwin, the Canadians duo that played well last season. That was on
Fade the Canadians, sponsored by Luke Brenneman. Anybody?
Oh my gosh. Brenny and the Canadians are like this.
They're on it, man.
They don't get along.
Oh, man.
Colin Morikawa and Kurt Kitayama.
Yep.
Which is a fun duo. They've got the second best odds, you said.
Yep.
Which is interesting. And then Wyndham Clark and Taylor Moore. They must be buddies. I don't know how that connection was made, but that's pretty cool. I think that's going to be a fun duo to watch.
It's all going to be fun, I think. Yeah. There's a lot of good teams.
It's also going to be fun to do made or missed
for
this tournament. So stick around for our
some
made
good
or
ones
missed.
in there. I've got some good ones.
But now it's time to jump to our gimmies.
There's so many good ones.
There's so many good ones.
Many.
since we've been on the topic of Justin Thomas, I came across how phenomenal his 2017 season was. I kind of forgot
Me too.
how good this guy was in 2017. Won the Tournament of Champions, the Sony Open, the PGA Championship, the Dell Technologies, and the CJ Cup. 5 events. That is
It's a lot.
a lot.
Yeah.
And a major championship. That is pretty darn good. Another JT Gimme. He holds the course record at 3 different courses and then is tied for the course record at 6 more. It's absurd. He shot a course record 61 on Thursday at the RBC, became the only player this season to have multiple rounds of 62 or better, and that
So hard to
sparked
do.
the course record thing. It's insane.
Yeah. What is your lowest score ever? I'm curious.
Are we talking tournament or for funsies?
Both.
Tournament is 69, for funsies is 67.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have the firepower to go shoot like a 62.
You have to be just good at
You've got to be
everything.
stupid,
Yeah.
or you've just got to get lucky and
Yeah.
have one of those days where it
all
just
clicks.
Exactly.
I had
but-
one of those last summer. I was good enough for 79.
Let's go,
So,
dude.
but like, it just puts into perspective how much better these guys are than even you and I. Like, well,
exactly.
definitely me, but
Oh, dude, and me. I'll
yeah,
admit,
everybody.
I'm terrible.
Yeah, right. Compared to we all suck compared to these guys. But
Yeah.
it's cool to see these guys just tear courses up.
Yeah, it's interesting. This isn't a gimme, but that just reminded me. This week I saw something with Grant Horvat, one of the big YouTube golfers.
Oh yeah.
And he was talking about how he got a sponsorship exemption into a PGA event.
Mhm.
And he was asked, he was like, well, like, aren't you going to do it?
There's a lot of people who are really split on this.
Yes. He said he wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Because, like, obviously he wanted to be able to say I competed in a PGA event. But what was holding him back was he's made a lot of content with PGA pros and with live golfers. And he said, like, the difference, you guys, like, you just don't know until you play with them. He's like, they are night and day better than me. And, it's not that he's afraid of getting embarrassed, but he's like,
Right.
it's just, I know I'm not going to be able to do anything.
Right.
So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, it was cool because, I saw really it was just a dead split down the middle for a couple of different reasons. Everybody, I think, wants to see it because, Grant Horvat's a big YouTube personality.
Big name.
But the other thing is, I don't know if this will be true, if it takes away a spot from an actual pro.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
I don't know if it would actually happen. That's something that I read some people claiming online. But if that's true, then I think that adds another layer to it.
I did, dude. I didn't even consider that. That's so true because Grant Horvat makes a ton of money.
He does.
from-
He makes a lot of. I don't know if he's ever disclosed, but it's got to be. He's probably the biggest golf YouTuber outside of like Bryson.
Yeah, right.
And you think about it, right? I don't know if there might also be rules if he. Although no, I suppose that doesn't make much. Well, no, it might because if he competes in a PGA Tour event, can he make content with live golfers anymore? Can he work with live anymore? Because he played in the Creator Classic at live.
Right.
He shoots with Phil Mickelson all the time.
Right. That's very interesting because
don't know.
actually, if you scroll down on our sheet here a little bit to some of our other gimmies, there was a bit of an incident
Yes.
with Wesley Bryan.
Let's just go to that
as of
now.
late.
This was big.
We're going to jump to this. I can't find it, but I remember what it was.
Yep.
Basically, Wesley Bryan competed in the Live Duels event,
Yes.
which was
That was
a
the
couple weeks
Creator
ago.
one, right?
Yes, that was
Yeah.
their like Creator Classic,
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah.
He was going to play at Harbortown in an event that he won, the RBC Heritage.
Yep.
But he was suspended from playing in the tour events by the PGA because he competed in this Live Duels. I think it's ridiculous.
I think so too. I think Jay Monahan's on a power trip with this sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Because, like, dude, Wesley Bryan is not winning.
No.
He's a content creator at this. He's acknowledged. He's like, dude, I'm more content creator than a PGA golfer at this point.
Yeah.
And it's not only a way for him to connect with fans and create content with cool people, but also at this point, it's a way for him to make a living.
Yeah.
Like, this is how this guy's making his paycheck.
It's viable because the other thing is I think the problem with that and why maybe the PGA didn't just say, okay, you go ahead and play. I don't know if it opens up. I don't know if it sets a precedent for other live golfers to try and come back to the tour through certain means, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or, other PGA guys to start interacting with live. I don't know who would want to.
Yeah.
But there might be some sort of loophole that the PGA either hasn't closed yet or doesn't know about
right.
that they don't want to get exploited without them knowing. It could be one of those things. Regardless, I think it's pretty stupid.
Yeah, I remember seeing a picture of Wesley Bryan literally behind the ropes.
Yeah.
Watching a group that he should have been in.
At that point, I would have just
playing.
gone home.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous, and I feel for that guy because he has done. Good job hitting the microphone with your water bottle. He has done a great job of. He was kind of the first to connect with fans as a professional golfer through YouTube, through content.
Yeah.
And the stuff that he and his brother George put out are awesome. I love those guys.
Yeah.
So I didn't see how long the suspension is. I hope it's not long. I hope that he can come back quickly. I see you tip-tapping away, so you're gonna look that up for me.
Let's look. Yeah.
But it's such a shame. I feel like there's gotta. I didn't think about it. I think you're right that there's got to be like a loophole or something where the PGA is like, oh, we got to shut this down, so that I more than anything, it might be a way for LIV to be like, okay, or for PGA to be like, okay, we don't want the PGA and LIV players merging in ways other than the majors.
It's indefinitely.
It's indefinitely?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Man, that really stinks. Well,
I think it would be bad if they let it impact his eligibility playing in like the Creator Classic, though. That would be really stupid.
yeah, that would be dumb. That would be dumb.
PGA's gonna PGA, man.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yep.
We'll move on. Our last RBC gimme. Nope, second to last RBC gimme. A reporter asked Justin Thomas what has led to his drastic improvement with the putter. He moved from 174th to 24th on the strokes gained list from last season to this season. He said that he asked Xander Schauffele for his help and advice. Xander spent 2 to 3 hours with JT in the offseason and helped him refine his feels. JT said, quote, "It was more of the questions he asked me that made him realize that he was just trying to do too many different things. He was trying too hard," which I can relate to. I've done that a million times. But he said that he was not doing any of the things he used to do in his best putting years, which he said were from 2017 to 18. And now he's back to putting well, just kind of getting back to the basics.
Yeah, I think it's really cool to see how tour pros. It's kind of like a fraternity on tour, right? Because just like a brotherhood, not like a. But it's cool to see tour pros go to other tour pros in the offseason for help. Like I've never heard that be public before. I'm sure it happens.
Right.
Because a lot of these guys are friends off the course and stuff.
Sure.
You think about like JT and Jordan.
Right.
But I think that's awesome.
I agree. Because like the idea of helping out your competition, that definitely gets to some people.
I think it's so. I don't know if that really applies that much in golf.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough.
It's cool to see.
It is cool to see. It's such an individual sport. You kind of have to create your friends no matter what. This is the last RBC gimme. On Friday at the tournament, Tommy Fleetwood, who we've talked about a little bit already, he had a tee shot that landed in a spectator's folded arms. The spectator was standing like this, and it landed right here.
What?
Tommy walked up and jokingly said, he's like, "Hey, would you walk to the green for me? Would you walk up that way?"
Just dump it in the hole.
Exactly.
That's funny.
But they brought a rules official. They dropped it. Tommy hit a shot on the green. I think he made par on the hole.
There you go.
But just weird things you see on the golf course, man. We got good news, especially for those golf fans who might be in North Carolina. Pinehurst just announced it will add yet another 18 holes to its big resort. It'll be Pinehurst number 11.
How much more room do they have to build these new courses?
Dude, I don't know. It sounds like it's on a different plot of land.
Yeah, I think it is.
Because it's on what's called Pinehurst Sand Mines.
Right. Which
number 10 was opened there last year. Crazy. It's going to be designed by Bill Core and Ben Crenshaw.
Have you ever played any of those?
I've not.
No, I really want to go.
I do. Yeah.
It's probably so expensive, but it'll be worth it.
This is brutal. With my roommate, my old school, we were scheduled to go on a Pinehurst trip together.
Yeah.
The summer after I transferred here to Indiana.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the transfer that killed it. I got a job, and he also.
Yeah.
Our team went to nationals. That team went to nationals, and so he was like, "Yep, can't go to Pinehurst because I'm at Las Vegas competing in nationals," which not a bad. Yeah, exactly. But it was a bummer. I'm hoping we can reschedule that trip sometime.
Oh yeah.
Andrew, who do you think will be the next to achieve the career Grand Slam in golf?
I mean, I don't know. Because I think I want to say Xander.
Ooh, I like it.
But I don't think he will. I think it's going to be Spieth or Scheffler.
Yeah, I agree. This is where we're at right now with Grand Slams in golf. Jordan Spieth only needs the PGA. Phil Mickelson needs the U.S. Open. I think that one's well tossed out the window.
I don't think he has a with how U.S. Open courses are set up these days, and at his, I don't think he's got a chance.
I agree. Xander Schauffele needs the Masters and the U.S. Open.
Yep.
Koepka needs the Masters and the Open.
Koepka's not winning the Open.
Yeah.
Doesn't fit his play style.
All right.
I don't think he's going to win it.
I don't think so either, just because with where his game is. He would need to make a drastic jump.
Huge.
Jon Rahm needs the PGA and the Open. I think Jon Rahm could win the Open.
He could.
He's got that low ball flight.
Yeah, he could do it, but he's not playing well right now.
No, he's not.
Who knows?
Colin Morikawa needs the Masters and the U.S. Open. I think he could do it.
He could.
He needs to get back to winning.
Yes.
But he's got the game. And then lastly, Scotty Scheffler needs the PGA, the U.S. Open, and the Open.
But it's just default to say, okay, Scotty's going to do it.
Exactly. It just feels like he's got a chance every year.
Yeah.
But you're saying Scotty or Spieth?
I think so.
I would love to see Jordan.
That'd be great.
That would be so cool.
I don't think he will.
Really?
No.
I think he will. I think he's got one more major in him.
Okay.
And I think it can be the PGA.
Could be.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say.
Yep.
While we're on the topic of Grand Slams, Rory said in January of this year that the 3 things he wanted to accomplish before the end of his career were 1, winning the Masters. Check.
Check it off.
Check.
Yep.
2, winning an Olympic medal. And 3, winning an away Ryder Cup.
Well, he'll have to wait until 2028 to win the medal, but he's got a good chance to do it at Bethpage.
Yeah, the Ryder Cup.
It's a really good chance. That European team is going to be so good.
But Bethpage Black is such a tough course.
It is. Very.
Yeah.
But it's tough for everybody.
That's true. That's true. I'm so excited for that.
Oh, it's going
to be awesome.
Yeah.
While we're on the topic of Rory, he's already earned $13 million on the tour this year. That comes down to $8,000 per shot and $552,000 per round.
What? What?
Imagine playing a round of golf and being like, thanks for the half
a million?
Half milli.
Jeez.
It's insane.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't work like that, but still, that's insane.
That is insane.
What?
He has joined Tiger Woods as the only player to reach the $100 million earning mark.
What?
On the PGA Tour.
What year did Tiger do that?
Oh, man.
Oh, that's career. Never mind.
Yeah, career.
Never mind.
Not in a season.
Okay, I was going to say, I'm like, that would be.
Yeah.
We were talking about season in the last one. I was a little confused. But no, that's also pretty good company.
Yeah, it is, right? Last Rory bit. Every piece of mail in the UK.
This was awesome.
This is awesome. Every piece of mail in the UK sent from April 15th to 17th has been stamped with a message congratulating Rory. It said, "Congratulations, Rory McIlroy, on completing your career Grand Slam."
That's pretty sweet.
That is pretty sweet.
I wonder how much that cost them. I'm curious. I really am.
Yeah, they only did it for 2 days,
Sure.
so it's probably not that much, but it's funny to think about.
Cool. Yeah.
Which, Andrew, if you had to win 2 majors, you could only win 2 majors. Which 2 majors would you choose and why?
Augusta is a shoo-in for
Yep.
this. The Masters is 1.
I agree.
I'm going to go with the Open.
Oh, you took my answer.
Yeah. I like the history of it.
Yeah.
There's so much.
I just want to
It's played at the home of golf every 5 years? 6
that would be
years?
magical if you could rig
Come
it.
on.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
I just want
Incredible.
to pour a beer in the claret jar.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That seems.
Everybody's done that one.
Oh yeah. My favorite video is watching Jordan Spieth do it. Jordan did it like on his private jet back that he took with Justin Thomas.
Yes.
And JT took a video of it and he was like, I can't touch it. He's like, I want to do it so bad.
I want to do it.
I can't touch it. I can't do it. It was so funny.
I need to. You know what I need? I need to go rewatch the SB 2K16 saga.
Oh my god, dude, that was so fun.
Smiley, Ricky, JT, and Jordan.
Such a funny group of guys.
Mhm.
That was awesome. Bryson DeChambeau apparently filmed his entire week in Augusta. Speaking of content creation,
Yeah.
some of it was posted on Live Golf's Instagram if you want to go check it out. We could be getting a YouTube video. Who knows? That'd be fun to see.
It would take a while to edit. I am shocked that they let him.
Yeah, dude. Me
Very
too.
surprised.
You can't have phones on the property.
Nope. There was, I forget who it was. I don't know if it was Barstool Golf or like Golf Magazine. I think we're trying to persuade Augusta National for 3 months to let them bring in audio recorders to capture like the sounds of Augusta National.
Wow.
Did you not hear about this?
No.
They published this, I think, the Monday or Tuesday after the tournament ended. And it's like an hour of like the sounds of Augusta National. I still want to go listen to it, but I forget who published it. But I think they were trying to get permission and trying to convince Augusta for 3 or 4 months before them
Holy
actually
cow.
letting them do it.
So they got approved.
They did, yes.
Very cool.
I'm shocked that Bryson was able to film his week.
So what I'm wondering is if my guess is that they did not allow him to fill on the property.
No way.
He filmed at his Airbnb and warming up and all that stuff, but no shot. He was
No
on the
chance.
property.
No.
Last Sunday, yesterday, as we were filming, CBS aired a PGA Tour original called Tiger 2000, where Tiger Woods himself dove deep into his legendary season. Did you see this?
I did not. I heard about it. I need to go watch it. Hopefully it's somewhere. I don't have like Paramount Plus or anything. It's probably on there. But I heard about it. I read some stuff about it. Supposedly it's pretty good. Did you watch it?
I did not.
Okay.
I haven't seen if it's anywhere. I'm hoping it is.
I'll look it up.
But all right, I'll go into the next gimme while you do so. David Puig, who's a live golf pro, played an 18-hole match against Jon Rahm. Puig shot a 65, and he lost 6 and 5. Jon Rahm shot a 59 and beat this guy in 13 holes? That's insane. Don't play against Jon Rahm even when his game's bad. You got an answer?
It's on Paramount Plus, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang, I'm going to have to subscribe for a week. Free subscription, cancel,
Yes,
watch.
that's right. Yep.
Cheat the system.
Oh, yeah.
While we're on the topic of live, Phil Mickelson has fallen out of the top 1,000 in the world golf rankings for the first time in his career. You're laughing.
I mean, I'm not surprised because he moved to live. He's been on live since he was one of the first live guys, right? 2022. He was.
Yeah, it was like Dustin Johnson, Phil.
Yeah.
And Phil, oh my gosh. It was such, remember Phil was like, those guys are scary. And then he was like, I'm going to live.
It was like 2 weeks later. Yes.
That was a crazy
Oh my
sequence
gosh.
of events.
Yeah. Because it was so new. Like, nobody knew what to expect.
Exactly.
It was
yeah,
cool.
it was freaky.
It wasn't cool, but,
Yeah.
top 1,000, yeah, it doesn't surprise me. He's not good at majors, so that's.
Yeah.
I mean, he's old, so it's.
Didn't he miss the cut at the Masters?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brutal. We mentioned the Olympics. The International Golf Federation just announced.
Didn't even know that was the thing. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But sure, we'll go with it.
I think it's the IGF. Yeah, the IGF.
Great.
International Golf Federation announced that an Olympic golf mixed team event is going to debut at the 2028 Olympic Games in Los Angeles. I don't know more details than that, but we could have like a Scotty Scheffler, Nelly Korda, Tommy Fleetwood, Charlie Hull.
That'd be so cool.
It'd be sick.
I would. That would be awesome to watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
really good.
I'm keeping an eyes peeled for more information because that sounds sick.
Yeah.
Very last gimme.
Some good courses out there. Maybe they'll play at LA Country Club.
Yeah, we had was it the U.S. Open that was there?
I think it was 2022. The U.S. Open was there.
Something like that.
Yep.
Our last gimme of the. Are you going to look up when it was?
Yeah, but go ahead.
Okay. Last gimme of. I feel like it was like 23.
Maybe it was 2020. I don't know. U.S. Open. Yeah, 2023. You're right. Okay.
23.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
Winning score
Was it
was
Xander?
Wyndham Clark.
Oh, that's right, because
Yeah.
it was Wyndham and Ricky,
Mm-hmm.
and I was. God,
They both
Ricky.
shot 62 in the first round.
That's insane.
Yep.
That was crazy.
Oh no. Ricky and Xander shot 62. in
And
the
then
first round.
Xander fell off.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was a fun tournament.
Yep.
Except LA Country Club, it just kind of looked bad. I was like,
It didn't
what?
look great. Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
That was
I
so
think
weird.
the winning score was 10 under.
Okay,
So
that's pretty high for a U.S. Open.
yeah. McIlroy was second.
Really?
At 9 under. Yeah.
He's been second in like every major for
Correct.
the past
Correct.
10 years.
Yes. Yep.
But our last gimme that we will finish off with, the past 2 months of golf have been phenomenal. And in
So
case
good.
you missed it, we're going to run you down what happened. Let's start at Bay Hill about a month ago. Russell Henley chipped in to beat Colin Morikawa. Phenomenal. Again, Thomas Crow, his guy. Then a couple weeks later, Rory McIlroy won in a playoff at the Players, followed by Victor Hovland, somehow beating Justin Thomas at the Valspar even though his game was in shambles.
Yep.
Then Min-Woo Lee got his first PGA Tour victory, beating Scotty Scheffler in Houston. Then we had Rory McIlroy winning the Masters. And then Justin Thomas won for the first time since May of 2022.
I said it at the top of the episode. This was the perfect year to start a podcast.
Yeah.
So good.
Nothing else.
We have been treated to just amazing golf all year.
We have.
And so we still got 3 more majors left. So
Oh my gosh. So much golf left to be played.
Strap in.
Strap in.
Yep, buckle up.
It is time for Made or Missed. And again, team event. This is going to be a little bit crazy.
Little bit.
We both had 7 points last week. I currently have 91. You have 76. I picked Scotty Scheffler to win. He tied for 8th. You picked Morikawa, which I loved that pick, but he struggled.
Yeah, he was tied for 54th.
Tied
He was bad. But
Yeah,
maybe he'll bounce back.
it is what it is.
We'll find out.
You made the groupings.
I did.
You want to read them out today?
Well, I didn't make the groupings, but I made the
right. You made the
Yes.
groupings.
Oh man, I wish I did. That'd be fun.
That'd be crazy.
All right, our first one is Akshay Bhatia and Carson Young, made or missed. It's the top 33 and ties.
Right. So I don't know who Carson Young is,
Me neither.
but I know who Akshay Bhatia is, and he's been playing well, so I'm going to say made.
I'm gonna say misses.
Ooh.
We're already disagreeing to start.
I love it.
Yep.
All right. Second one.
Second one, Thomas Detry and Robert McIntyre.
Your turn to go
It's an
first.
easy make.
Yeah.
Easy make. I like the way those guys. Detry got his first win earlier in the year. Robert McIntyre has been solid all year. I'm saying they're making this.
I have not a single argument.
Yep. The Fitzpatrick bros, Matt and Alex Fitzpatrick. What do we think?
Matt's been playing bad. I'm saying missed.
Okay. I'm gonna go with you there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been surprising.
It has.
Because even at TGL, he was playing pretty terribly.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this next one so much.
Oh, yes, you do. We got Bryce Garnett and Sepp Straka.
Sepp.
Sepp Straka. Bryce
Uh,
Garnett has 2 career wins
Oh,
on the PGA Tour.
interesting.
Let me see what they are, because I don't remember what they are. He hasn't placed higher than 11th in a tournament this year. But
Oh,
Yeah.
that isn't bad.
he won the Puerto Rico Open in 2024,
Pop off.
and he won the Corrales Punta Cana Championship in 2018.
Let's go.
There we go. All right.
Shout out. All right, what do you think?
Okay, it's Sepp Straka, so whatever we say happens will not
It
happen.
will not happen.
I'm gonna say they make it, and somebody's got to break the curse. I think with another player involved, I think this is the week.
I'm also saying make.
Okay, I like it.
What are the odds that they miss it? I feel like high.
Very high,
Yeah.
very high, extremely high.
Oh, funny. All
Next group, we got Andrew Novak and Ben Griffin. With how Novak played last week, I think it's a shoo-in. I think they're gonna get it.
All right, interesting. So you go make.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say missed.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say that Ben Griffin brings him down. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I just don't think they're gonna have it. Oh man, this next one, I don't think we're gonna have any arguments.
Let's have a look. We got, Colin Morikawa and Kurt Kitayama. That's a make every day of the week.
Yep.
Yep.
I penciled it in as well.
Next one, we got Aaron Rai and Sahith Theegala.
Sahith is a stud. Aaron Rye's been playing
He's
good
been
too.
good.
So I'm saying make.
I'm with you there as well. Yeah.
All right.
Not a lot of disagreements this week. We got the Højgaard. I think maybe they're twins. I don't know. They're brothers, Rasmus and Nikolai, both Danish.
Yep.
Danish duo. What do we think?
I
mean, Rasmus has been playing great golf all
I
year.
know they have been playing good. Nikolai's a European tour stud.
Yes.
I'm gonna say they make it.
I don't see a reason why they don't.
All right. How about that?
2 more to go. It's the Canadians, Nick Taylor and Adam Hadwin. What do we think?
Oh, dude. Unlike Luke Brenneman, I support the Canadians. I'm gonna say make.
I'm fading them this week.
Oh,
We've heard that line said before.
fading the Canadians.
Yep.
No.
And this is my favorite one. We got Tom Hoagie and TGL champ Billy Herschel, baby.
Whoop. What do you think?
There's no chance they're making it. No shots. No.
Missed.
Yep.
I'm also saying missed. Yep. I was thinking the same thing. All right, Hillsman.
And who is our winner picks, man?
Who are your winner? Do you want me to go?
Go ahead.
All right. Well, I don't think I cannot do it.
No, you really can't. Yeah, they're gonna win.
Rory McIlroy
Yeah.
and Shane Lowry.
Yeah,
Because Shane's
I-
playing like
Shane's
awesome.
also playing really well. Yeah, I want to do it, but that would be boring. So I'm gonna go down here and pick someone crazy.
All right.
We're gonna go with, let's see, how about Bo Hossler? I'm kidding.
Dude, Bo Hossler followed one of my buddies in high school.
What?
He was like a golfer and he came up to me. He was like, dude, Bo Hossler just followed me. I don't know if they still do, but we were losing our minds.
He's playing with Andrew Putnam. Sure. I'm not gonna go with them. I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick the Højgaard guys.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with it. Why not?
Interesting. I'm just going to write
Yeah.
Højgaard.
I wanted to go with Kitayama and Morikawa. I think that'd be good to see them win as well.
Do you know who I think has a good chance? Aaron Ryan, Sahith Theegala.
I was looking at them too, man.
I think they
Yeah.
could do well.
They've both been good. I think honestly, Ryan might have been better. Might have been better this year than Thigala.
Really?
Thigala's not been great.
He hasn't been great. That's true.
But Rye has been up there.
I'm sticking with Rory, though.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. I love this event.
I'll go with the Hoy guards for fun.
I like it. I like it. This is going to be a fun event.
Sure will.
It's a busy weekend for us here in Bloomington as we've got the Little 500.
Oh,
But
yes.
I feel like we'll still be watching. Of course. we
Sunday
always
for
do.
sure. There's no race on Sunday. So
That's true.
we'll be locked in.
Oh, it's going to be so fun. Man, we'll see. Oh, dude, I feel like Rory might play like trash.
That'd be pretty funny, wouldn't it?
He comes back from the Master and he's just like so out of
Missing
shape.
everything.
Exactly. There's
Put
a
on
possibility.
15 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. No,
That would be awesome.
He'll be good.
It will be good.
I think them repeating is probably a pretty good bet this week.
Yeah. I love that they're playing in it.
Yeah.
Because like they're not many big names.
No.
It's growing. The
Yeah.
number of big names playing are growing.
Yep.
Because it's a fun event. But
Big time.
that's gonna wrap up the episode. A good one.
Very.
A pretty quick one too.
Yeah,
For us, 50 minutes is
Yeah.
pretty quick. So, but however, we know it's not quick for you guys. So thank you all for tuning in and staying with us if you happened to do so. Every Tuesday, we got cut line action coming at you. But for now, I'm Graham Nash.
I'm Andrew Hillsman.
And we will see you next week. So long, everyone.